Oh, my angel, whatever is my darling Miku doing here? Here we go. Something different, guys. Something fucking different. Miku stood in the doorway on the verge of tears. Mr. Minorikawa, she began, and her voice choked up. Miku, what's the matter? Something wrong? Miku drew in close to Minorikawa's side. I realized I never followed since I just used Discord for stream notifications. It's okay, man. It's okay. Huh? Yanagashita's gaze darted back and forth between Minorikawa and Miku. You two know each other? Sort of. More to the point, is she the girl you said you were in love with? That's right, the one and only Miku. I have her entrance music set as my ringtone. Paying no heed to Yanagashita's excitement, Miku kept her eyes fixed on Minorikawa. I lost to a girl who knows Akijijutsu. I lost! She buried her face from Mr. Minorikawa's chest. Yanagashita let out a gasp. What's this about? What is this all about? He seemed on the verge of panic. Mr. Minorikawa, I need to learn Akijijutsu. I feel so ashamed. Wait, how is Miku in context to the story? We saw Thunderbird, thank you for the bits. Take these since I'm in a good mood due to certain news. Whoa, I'm really happy you're in a good mood, Thunderbird. I'm happy to hear that, and thank you so much for the bits. Miku is a character we met in Thomas Route. We fought her in order to have the burning hammer. I feel so ashamed. She buried her face even deep into Minorikawa's chest. That's so unfair! Yo, that dude has some fillings in his teeth. Ugh. What the goddamn is this? I don't know. You want to tell me, Hezzy? Oh, no, so she's the girl in the street fight. Yeah. With the tears in his eyes, Yanagashita darted out the door. Minorikawa glared after the pathetic fellow as he scampered off. The guy sure knows how to take advantage of a bad situation. I'll give him that, he murmured. I can't let him get away. I'm gonna catch him. Hand him over to the police. Anyhow, I'm just glad I got my partner back. Ordinarily, he'd be inclined to pursue Yanagashita and subject him to a tirade, at the very least, but there was no time for that. He explained the situation to the shopkeeper, who flashed a sympathetic smile. Ah, is that so? Lucky for you. He screwed up that then. Much as I'm happy to do business, I just can't buy a computer that doesn't come with its accessories. So you'd have bought it from him if he had the accessories. Of course, stolen or not, it's all the same once I've sold it. The shopkeeper chuckled unapologetically. What an asshole this guy is. I suppose that's true. Minorikawa laughed along with him. Yeah, all the same. Like hell it is, he roared. The shopkeeper froze like a startled rabbit. I bet everything you have for sale here has been stolen, hasn't it? Don't be ridiculous, bruh. I'll warn you up front, there's no use hiding things from me. I have interviewed you. After all, I know you. I guess. The shopkeeper was getting more and more flustered. Look, this is just between you and me, okay? Sometimes I go around gathering stuff that people have lost and I sell it here. But it's not stolen, just repurposed. There's nothing wrong with that, right? The shopkeeper smiled ingratiatingly. Why does this game have such a good soundtrack? Because this is a great game. You moron! Minorikawa stuck his finger in the man's face. Selling lost property is a serious crime, too. It is? Well, I guess I sort of figured it might be. Sometimes. When did this game even come out? So this game originally came out for the Wii in Japan only, which I'm assuming was around like 2005, 2007-ish. And then, it got localized here last year, sometime in the summer, 2018. It's hard to believe 2018 is already over, you know? Well, I'm not the police. I'm more into curiosity than legality. In fact, I find this all pretty fascinating. What sort of things have you gathered up for sale? Well, let me see. Like this and that and that and that. The man pointed to various items on the shelves. This game came out fully formed from the head of Zeus. And also this and that and that and that and that. And I guess Minorikawa's eyes were directed all over the shop. You sold fucking telephones, fans, alarm clocks? What an asshole. Everything the shopkeeper had pointed out had a hefty price tag. And you're actually able to sell things like this? Minorikawa asked. Sure, I can sell stuff. Earlier today, someone bought a big necklace. I listed it as 40,000 yen, but I discounted down to 30,000 yen. And you can still make a profit even offering discounts? Sure. I mean, it was just something I found lying on the ground after all. Whoa, Thunderbird for the 2 bits. You know, I'm such in a good mood. You can have two more. Thank you, Thunderbird. I'm really happy you're in a good mood today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Minorikawa looked back at him, and for a moment, he laughed as well. Then his face turned hard. This is no laughing matter, he bellowed. You need to stop what you're doing right away. I like how Miku's still just there watching this all. As she's crying about her career going to shambles. Otherwise, you're going to find out what it's like to get punished by my pen of justice. Who reads your gossip magazine, though? It's trash. This game was made by Spike Chunsoft, so the same people who made this thing like Danganronpa made things like Danganronpa 2. Yep. I'm so sorry. The shopkeeper bowed repeatedly. Miku's just soaking up everything like a sponge. The bad men. I know, right? Spike Chunsoft. Oh, they're crazy people, man. They're crazy fucking people. Minorikawa glared. The truth was that right now he was so busy he had to let this guy slide. Still, this whole asinine affair had eaten up a big chunk of time he didn't have to waste. He was going to have to finish up his copy back at the editing office. Laptop in hand, he left the shop, only to stop short when a slight figure stepped out in front of him. Oh, we're gonna give her a hug, yes. Mr. Minorikawa. Miku stood there, barring his path. Please introduce me to a dojo where I can learn Aki Jujutsu. I'm sorry, I really don't have time for this right now. Minorikawa tried to hurry onward, but she stubbornly refused to let him pass. You introduced me to that other dojo before, remember? I suppose so, now that you mention it. He tried to slip by her on her right-hand side, but she was quick to block him. You're the one who introduced me to the world of martial arts, Mr. Minorikawa. Well, yes, you know, you're putting me in a bit of a bind here. Trying to slip by her on her left was a no-go, too. If you want to know why, it's because an executive at Activision got sacked. Bad side is he works for Netflix now. Oh my god. Really? Holy shit. Why? What did this executive do, if you don't mind delving into details? She could anticipate his every move. What the fuck? Does she have, like, the Sharingan or whatever? Please, just hear me out, Miku said. She was speaking through quiet sobs now. I can't stand to leave things like this. She looked at Minorikawa right in the eye. So you'll just have to persevere until you're able to win again. This is a good opportunity for you. You can find something to do with yourself. This is a good opportunity for you. You can find something to do with yourself that isn't martial arts. What? You were the champion at that one pub, right? Maybe now that you're done with that, you should find a more girlish line of work instead. Miku began to tremble. You jerk! Miku delivered a blindly fast slap to Minorikawa's cheek. Why did you have to put it like that? You're so mean. Bursting into tears, Miku ran off. Hey, Miku! She gave no sign she heard him and didn't turn around. Minorikawa rubbed his cheek. It stung. For once, he actually regretted what he said. Maybe he shouldn't have assumed she'll be willing to give up her hobby. He, in fact, did know of several Aki Jujutsu dojos. If he only had the time, he could have introduced her easily enough. Checking his watch, he saw that he only had 30 minutes and some change until 4 o'clock. I'm glad, though, Activision is maybe the worst company in the industry in my eyes. I don't really play games from Activision, so I'm like, eh. Yeah, damn, people, damn. There was no more wiggle room at this point. These articles need to get written fast. He needs to get back to the editing department, yet. Oh, damn it to hell, I can't get this work done like this. Minorikawa broke into a run, but he didn't run for Heaven Publishing. Instead, he went after Miku. What? Empathy? You actually feel sorry for him? Wow, okay. Holy shit, people. That's some character development right there. Not that one. He has a heart. It was a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Let's go find Miku, goddammit. Oh, Minoru is slowly becoming human. Yeah, at the end of the game. Running along Koindori in pursuit of Miku, Minoru heard a cell phone ringtone coming from somewhere nearby. 428, become human. Oh no, fucking run! Fuck! Suddenly, a massive fiery blast knocked him from his feet. A deafening roar set his head throbbing. What was that? What's going on? No! He lay in a daze on the ground, trying to wrap his mind around what just happened. What? Yeah, here we go again. He smelled the foul scent of burning rubber. Then came a sound of quick footsteps rushing up to him. Mr. Minorikawa! A voice called out to him as if across an impossible distance. Mr. Minorikawa! Was that Miku? He forced his eyes open and saw Miku anxiously looking down at him. Miss Minorikawa! Oh, fuck. Miku, those things I said earlier, I'm sorry. I went too far. I think we just repeated history, Mel. Holy crap. Welp. What are you talking about? That's not important right now. Miku choked back a gasp, and Norikawa realized he had blood leaking from his mouth. And probably every other orifice. His body wouldn't move, and his mind was reeling. What happens? Tell me. Miku's voice was dry and hoarse. There was a minivan. It exploded. Exploded and blew. A minivan exploded on a city street? That sounded like a terrorist act. His reeling mind drifted back to the attempted bio-terrorist attack on Kasumi Gaseki 2 years earlier. An unoccupied minivan had exploded outside the MPD station, and afterward a device meant to scatter a dangerous biological agent had been discovered nearby the subway. Oof. Oh god, feels bad, man. Wait, was that man? Kano saw Minoru. Yeah, this is the man that Kano saw. With sudden clarity, Minoru recalled what Sawa had said earlier. The power balance of the entire world might be at stake here. Could there be some sort of connection between Osawa's warning and this explosion? There was. There had to be. Minorikawa's journalistic intuition had told him must be true. Something terrible is underway here in Shibuya. Police, a man in a suit announced. Oh, come on, don't die, man. I know, right? Please. He crouched beside Minorikawa and gently lifted his head and torso. Hang in there, buddy. Stay with us. The change of position allowed Minorikawa to clear his airway, and he sucked in a deep breath. No. But as he did, an intense pain shot through his lungs. I think I might be done for. Whatever his intuition might be telling him, it didn't look like he'd ever be able to write about it. But if he couldn't get his words out onto the page, he could at least the least he could do was tell someone else. With his last act, he may be able to accomplish something. He strained to get a few words out. Osawa, Kenji Osawa, the power balance of the entire world. As his voice failed, he heard the sound of ambulance sirens approaching. Paramedics began frantically unloading stretchers. Turning his head, he saw a number of other people who'd been injured in the explosion lay down on the roadside. Amongst them were a woman and a child. A child? Oh no. Bearing a stretcher came over to Minorikawa. Forget about me. I'm beyond helping. See to the others instead. Minorikawa shouted inwardly, but no one heard. Holy fucking shit. Welp. Bad end. Premonition of disaster. Okay. A few simple words can change his fate. Someone who shouts something at 15:30 needs to change what it is they shout. I'm assuming this has to do with... What does this have to do with? Maria? Maria, definitely Maria. That's what I'm thinking. Fucking Maria, maybe. Or maybe 15:30. Wait. Hitomi, wait? Oh, if we say Hitomi's like, Hitomi where? Was Hitomi Osawa? Oh, she shouted. That's the only person I can think of. Damn, these bioterrorists are fucking bastards. I know, right? Then, ba-boom! Fucking goddamn, yet again. Rip. Did that change this bait yet, or had to actually complete this route? Okay, it changed. At least we could stop it. They sure like showing off this explosion. Hitomi, wait! As he ran along Koendori after Miku, Minorikawa heard someone shout out a familiar name. Hitomi? It was a pretty common name. Ordinarily, he wouldn't have given a second thought, but he remembered that one of the Miss Moriyama winners was named Hitomi Osawa. That made him curious. A moment later, he heard a cell phone ringtone. He immediately recognized his Aya Kamiyuki song. His reported instincts tingled. He stopped to take a look around, and one young woman caught his eye almost immediately. Well, I mean, the explosion is the game changer of the story. He couldn't assume that any pretty girl he saw was Miss Moriyama. After all, it'd be a little too convenient if he just so happened to run into her now. Still, it didn't cost him anything to ask, "Are you Hitomi Osawa?" He might as well at least check. But to his own surprise, he hesitated in embarrassment. He'd never been too embarrassed to ask a question before. He didn't get a chance to contemplate that realization. 'Cause, ba-ba-boom! I'm surprised fucking Hitomi didn't die. Holy shit, she was so close to the van. A massive fiery blast knocked him from his feet. A deafening roar set his head throbbing. What was that? What's going on? He lay in a daze on the ground, trying to wrap his mind around what just happened. Behind him, there was a minivan, fiercely ablaze. A minivan, an explosion. The first thing to pop into his mind was the attempted bioterrorist act on Kosumi Gaseki 2 years earlier. We know this shit. Blah, blah, blah. No one had been harmed, but there were rumors that the government had paid a terrorist organization a hefty sum to keep it that way. Yeah, Hitomi would have fucking definitely died if it wasn't for Kanan, honestly. Right now, Minorikawa was a stone's throw from Shibuya Precinct. Could this be a repeat of the Kutsumi Gaseki, attack? Kanan is a lifesaver. The entire area was in an uproar. People were running around in panic. Minorikawa could see several injured people lying on the ground unmoving. And yet, despite the gravity of the situation, numerous onlookers were casually taking photos with their cell phones. What fucking assholes? Actually call the cops. Minorikawa got to his feet, then wanted to try to get everyone away from the scene of the explosion. Hey, you guys, get back! There could be another bomb. Minorikawa looked around as he pushed back the crowd. He was getting the stronger whiff of a scoop. He needed to write his copy as soon as possible, but he couldn't just turn his back on the situation now. Two young men were strolling toward the burning vehicle. They had the look of juvenile delinquents. Whoa, what the heck? Is this for real? No shit, bitch. I'm glad he can survive. Almost cried away when he died in the bad ending. Really, Thunderbird? Huh? Ain't this dangerous? Like, for serious? The pair tried to find an optimal vantage point. Hey, Minorikawa snapped. Don't get any closer. He spread his arms wide to hold them back. The young man came to a halt, but otherwise paid him no heed. Oh, this is bad. This is for real bad. Think this is a terrorist thing? Yo, get out your phone. Come on. But, like, you think this is a terrorist thing? Dude, shut up. Just hurry up and call Susumu. Susumu! The taller of the two, dressed in red, was ordering around his blue-clad companion. Huh? The boy in blue huffed. It's hard to get me to cry since I have no heart. Oh my god. Man, you do it yourself. Say what now? Bitch, this ain't no time to get yourself all worked up. Minorikawa stood there, arms still held wide, getting more and more annoyed at their back and forth. Yo, just make the call, man. The young fellow in red scowled. He wasn't going to back down. Huh? Yo, what difference does it make if I do it or you do it? Why does this fucking matter? Just somebody call. It doesn't make any difference, so it doesn't matter if you do it. Yeah, right, it doesn't matter. So in that case, you do it. What? This is so fucking childish. Look, I'm telling you to just make the damn call. And I'm telling you just to make it your damn self. Oh, enough of this already. Minorika opened his mouth to tell them off, but then the young man in red spoke again. Dude, the goods from over at Endo Electronics are gone. You gotta let Susumu know. The name Endo Electronics caught Minorikawa's attention. Huh? Yeah, but that ain't all that Achi dude's fault. But ain't that all Achi dude's fault for getting all huffy at us? I mean, it was Kiru who told us to go find the Endo storehouse. Oh fuck. Yeah, but Susumu don't like dealing stolen goods. It says it dirties the SOS name. Welcome back, Provolent. You missed a ton of explosions. How was it walking your dog? What kind of dog do you have? I'm curious. We love doggos here. Well, what a coincidence. Looks like these two were SOS members. Hey, Minori called out. You two. He finally succeeded in getting their attention. Again, with the pointing. Where's this Susumu fella? I'd like to talk to him. He had no idea who Susumu was, having only heard the name just now. English, Cocker Spaniel. Woo! So cute. Still, from the way these two were talking, it seemed clear he held some position of leadership. You think I'd tell you if I knew? The fellow in red snarled. Minori Kyle kept his composure. Damn, why'd I miss all the action? It's okay. It's okay. We're probably gonna see the explosion like 2 other times. That bootleg ass Phoenix Wright points. Listen, you guys know that Tenryugumi? The Tenryugumi was the Yakuza syndicate that operated in Shibuya. These kids were sure to be familiar with the name, if nothing else. I may not look it, but I'm pretty tight with the Tenryugumi. And maybe you two don't know it, but Susumu's been showing up at their office a lot lately. Susumu's been dealing with the Yakuza? Whoa, for real? Sweet! The two punks spotted completely. What's SOS using as their hangout these days? I've got a little something to discuss with Susumu. Right now it's this bar called Inferno. Minorika made a mental note of the name. And Inferno is where exactly? The two young men suddenly looked distinctly uncomfortable. Uh-oh. Later! Yeah, I got a thing I gotta do too. Backing away, they took off through the crowd. Oh, there's Achi. Hey, wait up! I need to know where Inferno is, but the pair had already vanished. Yo, he looks fucking pissed. Ambulance began arriving at the scene. Paramedics rushed out to tend the wounded. Archie, it's fucking Archie! Excuse me, would you mind answering a few questions? Minorikawa turned to see a man in a suit approach him, flashing his badge. Can we jump there? No? Not yet. So a detective with questions for him, huh? How about you answer a few questions for me? Was this an accident or an attack? We still don't know many details. Let me rephrase that for you. This is a major incident, Minorikawa exclaimed. Huh? The detective looked pretty moxed. I've been around the block a few times and I know all your police PR lingo. And when you start talking about the details, that is 100% indicative of a major incident. Brushing aside Minorikawa's remark, the detective tried another question. Did you happen to notice anything unusual prior to the explosion? Unusual? Minorikawa thought back to the moments before the minivan blew up. The Aya Kamibiki song played. Now that you mention it, I think I heard a cell phone ringtone. The detective tilted his head. A ringtone? No, never mind. Forget that. There's no way the ringtone on someone's phone would be audible through all of that. Minorikawa struck the thought from his own mind as he said it. In all likelihood, he had associated the ringtone and the explosion simply because one had happened right before the other. Kano, a large-statured Caucasian man, had called out to the detective. Evidently, the detective's name was Kano. Thank you for your cooperation, he said with a bow. Then he ran over to the foreigner. Holy shit. Mr. Minorikawa! Minorikawa turned at a female voice behind him. He found Miku standing there. She looked like she'd been crying. Well, no, shit, she was crying earlier. Miku, about earlier, He trailed off, searching for an apology. It's okay, that doesn't matter right now. Miku looked around the scene. Minorikawa followed her gaze. Something big went down here, he said. I know, she exclaimed. The explosion. I saw what happened with my own eyes. You what? Miku looked around nervously. Are you alright? He asked her. You're not hurt, are you? I'm okay. My ears are still ringing a bit, but is all. Good! So what did you see at the time of the explosion? Miku seemed a thoughtful expression. There was this girl who was running toward the minivan, and I think I saw like this other Middle Eastern girl suddenly make a dive for her, and then the van just exploded. Wait, hold up, Minorikawa said. So if I'm getting this right, it sounds like this Middle Eastern girl saved the girl who was running up to the van? Miku nodded. I thought that was a stream notification. I'm like, what? It's weird seeing all these hearts in the chat. Real party hours. I know, right? Everyone's a sub. Everyone's a fucking sub. Why not? Just then, Minorikawa's phone chimed. He received an email. It was from Chiaki. Mr. Mino, are you still working on your copy? Trying to. He checked his watch. At this point, the 4 o'clock deadline was barely 20 minutes away. Real party hours, indeed. Nonetheless, he decided to stay at the bomb scene. Party hardy. It's great. You could definitely smell Scoop here. He was sure of it. Party! It's all thanks to Provolent, honestly. Thank you, Provolent, again for all the gifted subs. And subbing yourself as well. Even if he couldn't get his 6 pages done by 4, landing a major scoop should be enough to persuade the loan company. Minorikawa jotted his phone number down and handed it to Miku. I'll make things up to you, he said. Give me a call later. Miku took the scrap of paper, puzzled. If you're looking for an Aki Jujutsu dojo, I know a few. At that, her face lit up. Hello, Magical Galaxy. How are you doing today? I really had no idea what to do with the months. How are you doing, Magical? Hope you're doing well. Minorikawa decided to process the scene for clues. As he wandered around, he caught the sight of Detective Kano and his Caucasian colleague heading down an alley. What's that I smell? A scoop? Something pretty damn fishy. If they were slipping away for a private conversation, maybe there was some way he could listen in. Oh my god, I'm getting over a cold. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick, but I'm glad you're getting over it slowly but surely. Make sure you drink a lot of water and orange juice and take your medicine. Tea also helps, you know. I've had tea a few times when I was sick, and it actually helped a lot. Minorikawa hurried into one of the buildings that bordered the alley. He looked around and found a public bathroom upstairs on the alley side of the building. Hoping beyond hope, he slipped up to the bathroom window. Voices outside, he held his breath and listened. Those international criminals you mentioned? Kano's words were faint, but he couldn't make them out. Minorikawa did a little fist pump. Yeah. Correct. Roughly 8 hours ago, they infected Maria Osawa with the UA virus. No fucking way. No, they didn't. 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 No. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Hello, Will. I'm glad you're alive, Nani. Oh, no, guys. Oh, no, not best fucking girl. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, fuck no. How are y'all doing? Oh, no. Then they let her loose somewhere in Shibuya. Maria! Oh my, no, right? Maria, fuck! Hold on, by UA you mean? The discussion involved some terms Minorikawa wasn't familiar with. He focused all of his mental energy on what the two were saying. Sorry, D&D nonsense. Also, what virus? UA virus. It's a virus that's worse than the Ebola virus, apparently. And Osama made a cure for it, but it's not like public. It's not for the public knowledge and stuff. People can't actually have it. It's not for public consumption, I mean. How's D&D going for you? I really want to get back into D&D. This is a killer virus with a 100% mortality rate once it takes hold. 100%? Minorikawa muttered to himself. The shock caused him to unclench the fist he didn't realize he'd made. This wasn't just an interesting conversation. This was monumental. It has an incubation period of 12 hours. In another 4 hours, Maria Osawa will go symptomatic. After that, she'll begin spreading the virus through the city. It's capable of airborne transmission. If we don't administer Kenji Osawa's antiviral before she develops symptoms, yes. Everyone in Shibuya is going to die. Minorikawa felt goosebumps rise all over his body. If they were talking about a virus and a Kenji Osawa, that could only mean that Kenji Osawa. What did I miss? You missed the fact that Maria has the deadly UA virus that has a mortality rate of 100%, and in 4 hours she's going to become symbiotic, whatever they said, and she's going to infect the entire population of Shibuya and possibly entirety of Japan. Japan is fucked, y'all. Japan is fucked. He recalled what Osawa had said earlier about the power balance of the world being at stake. There was no doubt about it. This is a tremendous scoop. Well then, we need to find Maria Osawa and get the antiviral to her as soon as possible. Just calm down, there's more to the story that... Oh, it's starting to leak out! The door swung open loudly, someone came barging into the room. Fuck you! Oh, hell no, y'all need to go find Maria fast. I know, right? It was Yanagashita. Why him again? Why here of all places? Oh, I'm leaking here. Yanagashita was on the verge of hysterics. Why? Really? Whoa! Will with the 100 bits. Hooray for disease and fuck this guy. Thank you, Will, for the 100 bits. I really appreciate it. This guy again. Oh, what the fuck? I love the chat. Whenever Yanagashita appears, it's just great. It's just fucking great. I love you guys. I love all of you, honestly. Just piss somewhere else, you weirdo. His voice must have been audible outside. Kylo's companion wanted to take their discussion elsewhere, and they'd just been getting to the good part. You son of a bitch! Enraged, Minori Kylo grabbed Yanagashita and tossed him to the floor. I'm leaking! Shut your mouth. Hello, Kilo. How are you doing? How you doing, Kilo Queen? All the hearts, guys. Spread the hearts in the chat. Spread the love. Why not? I love all of you. You guys are so amazing. He put all of his strength into an ankle hold and gave it a good twist. A professional wrestling technique. I love wrestling. I love professional wrestling. Where's Kurt Angle, man? Yanagashita wailed. Minori Cow felt the idiot blubbering in the bathroom and hurried out of the building. Okay, if the disease can kill people, I wouldn't mind if Yanagashita died. Honestly. Ew, what the fuck? He's touching the urinal. Yeah, that's dirty. But Yanagashita doesn't care. He's a dirty person anyway. That looks like he's about to do something bad to him. Oh god. No, Thunderbird, don't. Good, how are you? I'm doing great. It's 2019. The support for the fucking stream has been going strong already. Holy fucking shit, y'all. It's a good start to 2019, honestly. I can't thank you guys enough. But he had a scoop on his hands anyway. That would be a tremendous score for Heaven Publishing, enough to let the company rebuild. Nasty boy, McStink man. I know it. He's stinky. He was certain of it, and if I'm the only one saying it, it's gotta be true. As he ran along, Minori Kawa tried to plan his next steps. First, he had to get back to the editing office. He'd explain the situation to the people from the loan company. Then he'd go find the paperwork for Osawa and have Chiaki check his copy. And then after that... Okay, so he still had a lot of things he needed to do. He swatted himself on both cheeks to get himself psyched up. Nani? Oh god, oh god, oh god. His phone rang. It was Chiaki. Mr. Mino, something terrible has happened. Oh fuck, really? Chiaki's voice was a broken yelp. Whoa, calm down. Over in Koindori, this minivan exploded. Yeah, I'm well aware. I was caught up in it. 2 more bits for a Happy New Year gift. Thank you so much, Thunderbird. Seriously, thank you for all the bits. I really appreciate it. Well, he's working for... Wait, he's working for Chiaki and Danganronpa too? Chiaki exists, guys. She's not an AI. If I'm spoiling that for you, it's been fucking how many years since the game came out? I'm sorry. I don't have time. I can't. I just can't. I'm gonna spoil it for you, alright? Sorry. It's been like fucking 3 years. Oh, yeah. I'm well aware. Thanks to that, I've got a big scoop that Chiaki cut him off. Just now, I've got a call from Mr. Toyama's daughter, Hana. This time, Minori Kawa waited for her to finish. He had a stinking feeling. She said that Mr. Toyama was in there. It was a It was a suicide. Norikawa's knees buckled. Christy broke. Christy.exe has stopped working. Tell me you're joking. No, I mean, the violent explosion was all over the news, and Hana was in tears on the phone, and... Mr. Mino? Mr. Mino, you still there? Screw! Hold up, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's soup on the side. I want soup now. Toyama had killed himself? Again? Minori Kao felt the energy drained from his body. What the fuck am I supposed to do about that? I can't do anything about that. What the fuck? Who is Toyama, by the way? He's the guy with the daughter that kept running away from those debt collectors. Broom stash man. He kind of had a broom stash. I dislike his shoes. Okay. Okay, well, we can go to Kano now. Wait, the old man died? Apparently, fuck. Wait, why did he do that? Because he was gonna get killed by... the debt collectors were probably going to kill him, so he's like, suicide! I'm like, oh, Asian Dr. Phil. Yeah, Asian Dr. Phil, there you go. To be honest, guys, I'm really happy to have a gaming community. The last one I was really dissolved because of the streamer leaving the community behind. Oh, I'm so sorry! Seriously, I'm so sorry. That sucks. That sucks when that happens. Well, we welcome you here with open arms. We're a very positive community. We joke on each other, but you know what? It's all in love. It's all in love. So I'm glad you found us as well. I'm seriously glad you found this community as well. We're small. We're a lovable bunch that all vary in height. Suddenly, a boom as loud as cannon fire shook the area. Something's wrong. That's no ordinary city noise. Here we go again with this FMV cutscene. A heart you all too. We are 100% positive here. Yep, pretty much. All the hearts and chat. Yes. My nose is itchy, so that's why I keep touching it. It's like, look at fucking Stanley's face. Like, ah, shit. Me being the tallest at 6'0". 6 foot. I'm fucking 4'10" and a half. The community is as small as she is. Thank you, Thunderbird, for the 2 bits, and thank you for the short joke. I actually really love it. This hadn't been an accident. Someone had set off an explosion. The Shibuya precinct wasn't too far from here. Kana recalled the attempted fire turn. What's going on? What happened? The car is on fire. Kana called into HQ. Peering at the flame chassis, he could see that someone was inside. Oh no, could that be a Tomy? Once they had their hands on the antiviral, the criminals would have no further use for a Tomy. What? Oh, come on, fuck you. Oh, a goddamn keeper. Well, we already know who to go to. Fuck you, you son of a bitch, jump. Hugs. Oh yeah, hugs. Everyone said hugs to Provolone. Everyone said hugs. Okay, so people were on the ground nearby, evidently injured by the explosion. Keep out these nuts. A girl in the hoodie was crouched among them, doing her best to tend to their wounds. Miku. We don't need to go to him. We already finished his scene. I thought that was fucking Minori Kao again. I'm like, man, what the fuck? We have a hug command, guys. You can do exclamation mark, all lowercase hug, and then you add the user you want to hug. We have Nightbot giving out hugs with the hug command. Kind of recognized her as the girl he talked to earlier during the traffic jam. Police, he announced. Get back, let me handle this. There you go, see? Apparently it hugs you. They're Nightbot. Thanks, Nightbot. Yeah, we get hugs. There you go, see? If you don't put anyone, Nightbot just hugs you. And if you don't want it. The girl was visibly relieved. Help her, she said. She pointed to a figure lying on the sidewalk, a short distance from the burning minivan. Oh no, Kanan. I don't think she wants help. Oh no, how come they're not? Oh, hug everyone. That's not a command. There you go. Apparently, we can't hug everyone, but Nightbot doesn't have big enough arms. It was a Middle Eastern girl. She appeared to be unconscious. I think she got hurt rescuing another girl about college age, the girl in the hoodie said. A college-age girl? That might be Atomi. What happened to the girl she saved, Kano asked. The Good Samaritan looked around. Huh? Where'd she go? Parker's itchy nose! Whoa! 15 bits! Whoa, this message was brought to you by Mr. Tanaka. Wait, Tanaka was behind the bit message? Creepy music starts playing. What the fuck? Keep out! Oh my god, thank you people for the bits. I really appreciate it. Oh, why are you hugging me? Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for the hugs. Oh, hugging you all. I'm hugging you all. I give great hugs, so if you ever see me in real life or at conventions, you know, girl, I'll give boys or girls, I'll give you a hug, my dudes. The girl here, the girl with the hoodie, gestured toward the fallen girl. I can't believe how fast she was. She spoke with a hint of awe. The way she moved to get to the other girl, she was on a level way beyond mine. How can everyone use it doesn't work? And now it fucking works. It didn't work for Burrito, but now it works for Vivo. Goddamn, Vivo has the power. Kano took another look at the injured girl. He figured her figure looked rather delicate. It was hard to believe she was capable of great feats of athleticism. He started toward her, but Stanley stepped ahead of him. Leave this one to me. No, don't, he said. His expression was unusually stern, even for him. Do you know her? Kano asked. It never works out for me. Her finger was pretty good. Her finger was pretty good, you know. She had a good index finger. The American didn't answer as he checked the girl's pulse and then her pupils. I give solid hugs, but I'm also very string and don't know how to control it. So I may accidentally break you. Or you're strong, blah. Stanley, you motherfucker. You're a bad person, Stanley. Don't touch her. Hey, Stanley, don't you have other things you should be doing? Stanley snapped. Fine. Holy fuck, what's with the attitude? Thank you, Thunderbird, for the 2 bits. I'm out of here. See you shorty. Bye, Thunderbird. Thank you for coming. Or am I a string? My god, now everyone's here. Patrol cars and ambulances arrived at the scene in a steady stream. Once the vehicle fire was under control, things gradually began to calm down. Several officers worked to cover the area around the burned minivan with a blue trap. Blue tarp, fuck me. Kano knocked Stanley the fuck out. Did you miss when we punched the shit out of him earlier? Oh my god, it was great. It was a great moment. Kano got his questioning underway, starting by flashing his badge and man near the front of the crowd. Ah, shit, I don't got time for this. Excuse me, would you mind answering a few questions? Yo, is that fucking Kiru right there with the red shirt? Yo, that's Kiru right there. That's fucking Kiru right there. Right there. There he's at. On vacation. Looking for his own daughter. The man puffed himself up. How about you answer a few questions for me? Was this an accident or an attack? We still don't know many details, Kano admitted. The man shoved his finger in Kano's face. Stop fucking shoving fingers in my goddamn face. Let me rephrase that for you. This is a major incident, huh? Kiru-chan! I've been around the block a few times, and I know all of your police PR lingo. And when you start talking about the details, that is 100% indicative of a major incident. He loves to point. He needs to stop. Well, I sure picked the wrong guy to try and talk to. Stifling his frustration, Kano continued his questioning. Did you happen to notice anything unusual prior to the explosion? Unusual? Now that you mention it, I think I heard a cell phone ringtone. A ringtone? No, never mind. Forget that. There's no way the ringtone on someone's phone would be audible through all of that. The man was probably right, but somehow the idea nagged at Kano. He jotted down a note in his pad. Kano. It was Stanley. Perfect timing. Thank you for your cooperation, Kano told the man. Ah, itchy. What the fuck? Then he hurried on his way. Stanley stepped in close enough to whisper. Phone bomb. That's what I'm thinking. Who was that guy? An eyewitness to the explosion, apparently. Did he have any info? He said he heard a cell phone ringtone at the time of the explosion. Not sure if that's significant, though. Stanley stood silently for a moment, thinking. What about the girl? That girl, Kano asked. Has she woken up? No. I'm going to drive her to the hospital. Don't take her anywhere, huh? Why do that yourself? Just look around, Stanley said. He cast his eyes out over the scene. There were still many injured people lying on the roadside. It seemed the authorities hadn't set enough ambulances, but isn't your car back in Marumacho? Kano asked. Under the circumstances, I think it makes sense for me to go back for it, Stanley replied coolly. Oh no. Fuck this. Besides, I have a few things I'd like to ask her. Kano was curious. You do? He asked. What? Stanley's cell rang. That's an annoying ringtone. Yes, Stanley answered the phone in English. As he listened, his demeanor changed. Nani? The blood drained from his face and his hand began to tremble slightly as he gripped the phone. I thought an alarm went off. Oh no. Kano had never seen him this shaken up. You got it, Stanley said at last. He hung up the phone and let out a sigh. What is it? Kano asked. Stanley headed into an alley without responding. Kano hurried after him. Once they were out of earshot, or at least so they thought, Stanley finally spoke. Why is Stanley bad? Kanan said not to trust him. So I don't trust him. We trust Kanan, though. I gotta sneeze, hold on. Wait. There we go. A call right now was from Gordon, my superior. Gordon Ramsay? He broke off there and for a long while he was silent. He appeared to be struggling with some strong emotion. What is it? Kano was getting impatient. What is it? If you're going to tell me something, then tell me. All right, Stanley said at last. I can trust you with this. What the fuck? That sneeze is too cute. Oh, Chrissy has can sneezes. Only when I'm in front of people. Other times I'm like, it's you. Well, never thought I'd hear you say you trusted me, Kano teased. But Stanley's expression remained dead serious. We were contacted on our end by the mastermind of this plot. Those international criminals he mentioned? Correct. Roughly 8 hours ago. Imagine if it was really Gordon Ramsay and he appears, yo. That would, oh my god, that would be great. Correct. Roughly 8 hours ago, they infected Maria Osawa with the UA virus. Then they let her loose somewhere in Shibuya. Hold on. By UA, you mean... Kano thought back to his earlier conversation with Stanley. These criminals were trying to get their hands on a new drug, an antiviral drug developed by Kenji Osawa that had been shown to be effective against the UA virus. Stanley hesitated before continuing. To quote Sherlock Holmes from Gravity Falls, why was Sherlock Holmes in Gravity Falls? Christy, you sneeze like a kitten. I sneezed as loud as possible and scared people into thinking I destroyed my ribcage. Oh god. This is a killer virus with a 100% mortality rate once it takes hold. Kenji Osawa's antiviral is our only means of combating it. A mortality rate of 100%? It has an incubation period of 12 hours. In another 4 hours, Maria Osawa will go symptomatic. After that, she'll begin spreading the virus through the city. It's capable of airborne transmission? Hell yeah, it is, Stanley nodded. If we don't administer Kenji Osawa's antiviral before she develops symptoms, yes? Kano's voice was trembling now. Stanley spoke with complete certainty. Everyone in Shibuya is going to die. You don't remember the wax figure episode, Chrissy? I never watched Gravity Falls. Symptomatic. You know? Shh. 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 Well then, we need to find Maria Osawa and get the antiviral to her as soon as possible, Kano said, panicking. Stanley remained cool. Just calm down, there's more to the story. Stanley was interrupted by a strange sound from the upper floors of a nearby building. Unsure what it was, the two men hurriedly relocated. Christy, we're gonna go to Waffle House, Krispy Kreme, and watch Gravity Falls. I got you, baby. Well, the stakes just got higher. Yeah, they did, Katie. They paused when they came to a vacant lot. The place was deserted. No need to worry about being overheard here. You said there was more to the story, Kano prompted? The antiviral in question is stored in Kenji Osawa's laboratory. The lab is protected by a sophisticated security system, and apparently the storage area where the drug is kept requires fingerprint authentication from both Osawa and Tanaka. What? But Tanaka's... Kano couldn't help but gasp. Tanaka was currently a fugitive, the prime suspect in the kidnapping case. There was no chance of getting any fingerprint authorization from him at this stage. Is there any other way to get in? Kano asked. The door can also be unlocked via password in place of the fingerprint scanner, but we still need to know what Tanaka chose for his password. No. No. God damn it, no! In any event, Stanley said, it's essential that we track down and secure Maria, but... He went on, his voice grave. Even if we get Maria to safety, the mastermind is now in possession of the UA virus. If they want to, they can unleash a bioterrorist attack on Shibuya at any time. To put it bluntly, the lives of every man, woman, and child in the city are in their hands. Kano felt a pulse of fear deep enough to give him vertigo. What's with these people in Japan? What's with their hatred against Japan? Japan did fucking nothing. He slowly tilted his head and gazed at the sky, vast and blue as always. There had to be tens of thousands of people in Shibuya right now. Ryumi and Shuzo were among them, and they might all be dead within a day. It felt so unreal, Kano's mind almost couldn't process it. Probably, thank you for the host, I really appreciate it. What did Japan do to you? I guess hentai? I don't know. With an effort of will, he shook himself out of his daze. Now was no time to waver. We have to try, he said. In the next 4 hours, we need to find Maria Osawa and figure out a way to stop this mastermind and the UA virus. The words were as much as for himself as they were for his companion. Let's do this, Stanley. We might not always see eye to eye, but together I feel like you and I can find a way. But Stanley averted his gaze. My job here is simply to apprehend the mastermind. Kano felt a resurgence of his earlier anger at Stanley. Once again, he was putting his duties above human life. I'm sorry. Stanley's voice was a quiet mutter. You should get away from Shibuya as soon as possible, Kano. Kano hadn't imagined that the American would ever be worried for him. Really just had to bring up hentai, huh? I don't know, those weird-ass commercials. Fun fact, Waffle House is the one food chain that never closes unless it is under dire circumstances, i.e. Category 6 hurricane and situations of the like. So if you notice your local 24/7 Waffle House has closed down, you're royally fucked. Thank you for that, Will. I don't have any Waffle Houses nearby, so I don't get that warning sign right there. I appreciate the warning, he said, but I'm seeing this through to the end.